Good day, everyone. Welcome to Social Studies, Grade 7A and 7B. This is your teacher here, Miss Michelle Joy. This video will serve as a recap video, especially for the students who weren't able to attend our virtual class today. Let's proceed to our online learning discussion now. So class, before we proceed to our online learning discussion, I would like us to have a short recap of the last topics that we have discussed last week. So the first one is the 7 continents of the world. What are the 7 continents of the world? They are the following. We have Asia, we have Africa, we have North America, we have South America, we have Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. We also discussed about the 5 oceans of the world, and they are the following. We have Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Southern Ocean. So these were the 2 topics that we discussed last week. Now class, let us discuss about the objectives of our lesson for today. So the first one is students must be able to know about Asia. And the second one is students must be able to know facts about Asia. So at the end of this online discussion, I expect that students already know about Asia and some important facts or information about this continent. Class, our topic for this week are the following. Letter A, Asia, and letter B, facts about Asia. Now, these are the following words to learn. Please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading skills and speaking skills even if you're just at home. Are you ready now? Let's start reading. Number 1, border. Number 2, area. Number 3, separate. Number 4, located. And number 5, populous. Now, let's read the meaning of these words one by one. Border means edge, boundary, margin, rim, fringe, bound, verge, perimeter, limit, adjoin. So class, border is literally the place in between 2 places. Like for example, between Laos and Thailand, what is the place? Nong Khai. So Nong Khai is the border of Thailand and Laos because it is between Thailand and Laos. Now, the second word is area. What do you mean by area? It means region, field, territory, district, sphere, domain, zone, section, expanse, extent. So when you say area class, it is the region or the zone or the section of a particular place. The third word is separate. Separate means to split, divide, part, isolated, detach, distinct, disunite, individual, separated, and break up. So example class, grade 7 students, let's separate them. So one group for 7A, one group for 7B. Meaning we divide grade 7 into 2 groups, into 2 parts. We separated them, we split them into 2. Next, the fourth word is located. It means places, situated, set, positioned, found, stationed, settled, posted, seated, and sited. So located means the places or a place where you are situated, where you are stationed. And the last word is populous. Populous means crowded, teeming, swarming, populated, jammed, packed, crawling, thick, people, numerous. So when you say populous class, it means population or the number of people in a particular area. So let's read again the 5 words that we have. Border, area, separate, located, and populous. These 5 words are very important because they help us better understand the topic that we are going to discuss.
This is Earth. Maybe you've heard of it. I sure hope so because you live on one of its 7 continents. The largest of all the continents is Asia. Asia makes up 1/3 of all the land on Earth. You'll experience all types of weather if you travel here, with the wide range of climate regions. In Southeast Asia, you'll need a bathing suit on the beaches of the Philippines and an umbrella for the tropical heat and rain in Vietnam. But bundle up when heading north to Siberia to survive the Arctic winds and snow. Then, gear up and head to Nepal to climb the highest point in the world, Mount Everest. Over 29,000 feet above sea level, Mount Everest is still growing, nearly 1/4 of an inch each year. On the other side of Asia, in Israel and Jordan, here you'll find the lowest point on dry land, the Dead Sea. It's over 1,000 feet below sea level. It's so salty, you float on the water like a rubber ducky. After some rest and relaxation, set off to see some of the most legendary animals of the world. Giant pandas, king cobras, the Komodo dragon, the Asian elephant, and tigers. Wild orangutans are only found in Asia on the islands of Borneo and Sumatra. Thousands of species are spread across this massive continent, but it's also home to humans. Over 4 billion of them. That's right, that's a billion with a B. Asia has more people than all of the other continents combined. They're living in over 40 countries. 2 of its largest countries are China and India, with populations of over 1 billion people. That's a lot of people. Of the 10 largest cities in the world, Asia has 7 of them. Of the 10 tallest buildings in the world, Asia has 9 of them. Of the 10 largest shopping malls in the world, Asia has all of them. From western Turkey to the eastern tip of Russia, the largest continent spans nearly half the world. It's filled with some of the most unique sights, beautiful landscapes, and amazing wildlife that can only be found in Asia.
Now, class, let us discuss about Asia. So this is page 22 of your book. Please highlight the ones that you can see in here. If you did not see some words in here, meaning to say I did not include them purposely because they are not important. The Asian continent has the Pacific Ocean to the east, Europe to the west, the Mediterranean and Black Seas to the southeast. Now, class, let me just tell you about Asia, this one, and Europe. These 2 continents are very close with each other, and in fact, they are only separated by Ural Mountains. So without the Ural Mountains, Asia in Europe will be called Eurasia. So some parts of Russia is located in Europe, but bigger part of Russia is located in Asia. That's why Russia is considered an Asian country. Next. The Arctic Ocean borders Asia in the north, while the Bering Strait separates the continent from North America in the northeast. So class, the Arctic Ocean borders Asia in the north, but it is Bering Strait that separates the continent Asia and North America in the northeast of Asia. So class, this is Asia. You can see there the continent of Europe, and it is separated by Ural Mountains. So this is Asia, class, in northeast. It is separated. North American continent and Asian continent is separated by the Bering Strait. Now the last one. The Indian Ocean to the south of the continent separates it from Australia. So at the south of Asia, what separates it from the continent of Australia is the Indian Ocean. So going back to the first paragraph, class, Europe and Asia is separated by Ural Mountains. In here, North America and Asia is separated by the Arctic Ocean. And the last one, Australia and Asia is separated by the Indian Ocean.
In a previous video, we explored a few of the largest islands in the world. In this video, we're taking a trip to Asia and investigating 10 interesting facts about the continent. Let's dive right in. Number 10. Asia has the top 3 countries with the highest average IQ. Aside from having some of the most prosperous economies and most influential nations on the planet, Asian countries are making remarkable contributions to the developments around the world. So it's interesting to mention that the top 3 countries with the highest IQ on average are Japan, South Korea, and Singapore, all of which are developed Asian countries. Number 9. Asia has an overwhelming biodiversity of plants and animals. Asia is not only densely populated, the continent is also home to a vast range of flora and fauna. You're sure to find tigers, orangutans, wild elephants, snow leopards, and some of the most venomous snakes on the planet. Don't worry, you probably won't encounter any of them on a regular vacation. Nonetheless, some of the most lethal snakes, like the common Indian crate, king cobra, saw-scaled viper, and Malayan pit viper, live on the continent. Number 8. Asia is the roof of Earth. Yes, you heard me right. Asia is the roof of Earth because the 10 tallest mountain peaks around the world are located in Asia. Isn't that nuts? Everyone knows about Mount Everest, which is the highest peak in the world. K2 is the second highest, and Kangchenjunga is the third highest peak in the world. If you do a little research, you'll find the next 7 highest peaks in the world, and they're all located in Asia. Number 7. Asia has several of the world's tallest buildings. Many people believe that the Middle East is separate from Asia's continent. On the contrary, it's a part of Asia. Hence, the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, which can be found in Dubai, is technically in Asia. There are so many other very tall buildings all over the continent, some of which include the Burj Al Bet Clock Tower, Taipei 101, the Shanghai Tower, Tokyo Skytree, and the Lot World Tower, among many others. Number 6. Asia consumes 90% of the world's rice. Don't get me wrong, we love rice too, but 90%? Rice is a staple food in Asia, and thus the majority of the rice produced is also consumed there. It's not uncommon to eat rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number 5. Asia has over 500 million Buddhists. The centrality of Buddhism can be found in Europe, especially in South and East Asia. In Asia, over 500 million individuals have identified themselves as Buddhists. It's fascinating that the entire Thai population, for instance, is comprised of 95% Buddhists. I wonder what religion is the remaining 5% are practicing. By the way, there are more Hindus and Muslims than Buddhists on the Asian continent. Therefore, Buddhism does not count as the most followed belief system on the continent. Number 4. Asia is home to over 60% of the world's population. As mentioned earlier, Asia has the largest populations of people in the world, but 60%. That's a massive number. I mean, Europe comprises just 3% of the world's population. In total, Asia is the home of 4.46 billion people. Notably, China and India are home to a whopping 2.6 billion people, and those are just 2 countries. Number 3. Busiest cities on Earth. Speaking of Asia having 60% of the Earth's population, we must also tell you that Asia has 6 of the 10 busiest cities in the world. Yes, you heard me right. These are the most populated as well as the most bustling cities on Earth. They include Tokyo, Delhi, Mumbai, Shanghai, Beijing, and Osaka. Number 2. Welcome to the playground of billionaires. There are more billionaires all over Asia than in any other part of the world. Asia can now boast having the most billionaires since the global economy has experienced a shift in recent years. There are actually more billionaires in China than in the United States. Although Asia indeed has the most billionaires, this does not negate the fact that numerous Asian populations are living in poverty. It may shock you to know that some live on less than $1 a day. Number 1. Asia is the largest continent in the world. It's a huge continent with a total size of 17,212,000 square miles. What's more interesting about Asia's size is that it doesn't only refer to the continent's landmass, but also its population. Yes, I'm saying Asia is also the most populous continent in the world. Majority of the largest countries in the world can be found in Asia. Examples are countries like India, China, and Russia. And by the way, did you know that Asia is in fact part of the supercontinent known as Eurasia? So this means that technically Asia and Europe aren't separated, and that explains why some countries are on both continents. Well, that's our list. Any surprises? Tell us about it in the comments.
Last let us read about different facts about Asia. Asia is the largest continent in the world. The total area is about 44,614,000 square kilometer, which is really huge. Asia is the most populous continent in the world because it has the three largest countries in the world, which are India, China, and Russia. Its total population is about 4 billion people. So more than half are in China, which is 1.3 billion, and India, which is 1.1 billion people. So imagine, class, how huge China and India are because billions of people live in these countries. Asia has the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest in Nepal, rising to 8,848 meters above sea level. So highest mountain is also known as the highest point on Earth. Now, having said that, it is also has the lowest point in the world, which is the Dead Sea, located in Israel. It is 400 meters below sea level. So just a fun fact about Dead Sea. It's called Dead Sea because not many aquatic animal can survive in this sea because it has large volume of salt. So if you're going to swim there, you're not going to drown even if you do not know how to swim, but instead you are going to float. Amazing, right? Now, class, let me just summarize the topics that we just discussed, which is about Asia. So, Asia is the largest continent in the world. You can find here the highest point on Earth, which is Mount Everest. You can find here the lowest point on Earth, which is Dead Sea. Three among the largest countries in the world are in Asia. They are China, India, and Russia. We also discussed about some facts or information about Asia. So there are 37 countries in Asia. The 37 countries in Asia are very different and have little in common. 67% of the total world's population live on the continent of Asia. That is more than half of the people on Earth. Asia makes up one-third of the world's land mass. China and India are the most populated countries in Asia. So class, for your activity, click the link in the Google Classroom to answer the activity, which is live worksheet, and it looks like this. So these are ASEAN member countries. All you have to do is to click the arrow down and you can see choices in there. Please base your answer according to the flag that you see. And after you already answered all items, then click finish, click check my answer, screenshot your scores, and upload it in social studies album in your line group. Good luck, everyone! Now, class, we now come to the end of our online learning discussion. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments that you want to tell Miss MJ, you are free to call me in my personal line account or please send me a message in my personal line account and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much and I'll see you again on Monday. Goodbye, everyone!